everybody, and welcome back to the Impression Wiz channel. I'm your host, the Impression Wiz, and welcome back to Pesterquest. Now, just as a bit of an update, as of this recording, it just updated, and I'll show you guys here real quick, that now we have Carcat and Kanaya to play, and yes, I will be playing Carcat. So, again, if you guys want to see me play Rose, Jade, and maybe even Kanaya, since that's out now, please let me know. But for right now, let's get back and do Dave. Or, no, let's not do Dave. Bad wording, bad wording. Let's continue down Dave's path, or shall I say, redo, because I asked last time, the shower? So this time we're going to go dope. Because we went down an existential path the last time. So here we go. Dope. You are definitely the sort of person who says dope, often and casually. You tell him dopely, oh gosh, that you are a person who is not caught up in the small details of decorum or personal property. I think that's property. If not, then go ahead and roast me in the comments, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, in fact, it doesn't bother you at all that he took your only worldly possession and tossed them in, only worldly possessions, blah, 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 and tossed them in the shower while you were unconscious. That's some light corpse looting among bros. Or what's some light corpse? Okay. While it dries, you can wear one of my bro's shirts. He usually has a fresh stash hidden in here. Dope. Tight. Sick. Nothing weird about hiding some shirts in the living room. Just gonna have a look-see. Holy shit, there is a lot of puppets in here. Yeah. Dude, puppets own. Enough said. My bro got the market cornered on puppet-based endeavors. Back up against the wall like a feral beast hissing for more plush-oriented content. Little guy's probably just scared. Just wants to protect it, protect its nest and mouth-to-mouth feed its babies. Only the choice puppet smut for a reasonable fee. What the fuck does any of that mean? And as you could tell, I was having a hard time reading that because I have no idea what the heck that means. You look back to Dave, but he's on his phone. God damn, that is so cool, actually. There's something weird about his whole setup that you just can't put your finger on. For one, you can't seem to find any secret shirts anywhere. It's all just puppets and plushes and DJ equipment. Oh my. Yeah, with my bro, you have to think of the potential for ironic payoff. That guy's always one step ahead. Just when you think you've got it figured out, it was all just some trap to make you think you'd gotten his goat. But that goat is long gone. Makes you think maybe there's never was a goat. Maybe it was some other barnyard animal all along. You've been duped into looking for a goat like some dumb asshole. Dave is weird, talks weird. Weirder than I do. I apologize. Or maybe the goat gets you really subvert the whole thing. You take a second to wonder if he is really using the term ironic correctly in this instance. By dictionary definition, yes, a goat getting you is the opposite of how the situation should go. Thank God you settled that. As you are about to reassure Dave that this joke tracks you catch some movement in the corner of your eye. Was that a camera? It couldn't have possibly been a camera. Nope. There it is again. There is a camera coming out of the ice dispenser. It whirs softly as you approach, its mechanical eye trained on you. How long has this thing been watching? Is this Dave's? You lean in to take a closer look, but your foot catches on something. You fall flat on your face. Dave seems too engrossed in the conversation he's having on his phone to pay you much mind, occasionally mumbling something out loud a few times before presumably typing it out. You search for whatever it was that made you beef it so royally. Ugh. You know, beef it, like fall down. That is a real phrase that humans say. Yes, I am human. A small tripwire stands taut a few inches off the ground. You must not have disturbed it enough to set off whatever contraption it's attached to, apparently. Oh yeah, sometimes there's more of a psych out. You think, oh fuck me, I definitely beefed it, which is a phrase that is real. Blah, 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 blah. And you sit there waiting on bated breath, prepared to be fucked deep in velvety marionette dick. And it never comes. You go the rest of your day just waiting for the payoff from your dipshit mistake, and it never comes. You wake up in cold sweats for weeks, yearning for a release that will never find you, and it hits you. You've been fucking bamboozled by the master yet again. There's no elaborate booby trap. No Rube Goldberg device set to enact a series of complicated shenanigans, ultimately resulting in being burned alive in Kermit the Frog plush ambiguous dong. Beautiful, really. Damn, bro, you live like this? Yeah. I mean, just kind of thinking now that this is I forgot how bad of a relationship Dave and, bro have. Whew. I mean, yeah, I guess. Keeps me on my toes. Heels never even meet the ground. A prima ballerina with a head full of dreams and nothing to lose. God's gift to Piles ripping a straight and tasty tour and liar for my adoring fans. They go apeshit for this sort of thing, but it's just another day in the life for Dinosaur extraordinaire Dave Strider. I really wish he wouldn't use some of this vocabulary because I'm having a hard time saying it, but we're still going with it. Haven't fallen for a trap like that since I was a baby. Trained. Real rookie mistake, mailman. Looking tired, maybe? Drained. And now he's rapping. Oh my god, is he mumble rapping at you? This is the greatest day of your life. Got more plush ass than a puppet lost and found. King Strider drops the illest fires, 'cause heavy is the crown. I cannot rap, so this is gonna be utter crap. But I can rhyme about any time. Rhyming puppet with puppet. Call that puppet rhymes. Killing all ventriloquists, puppet on puppet crimes. He goes on like this for some time with what could be described as bars of a similar caliber. The narrative focus shifts to your inner thoughts out of necessity because it turns out writing raps is really hard. He isn't exactly great, but you're not really a rap expert despite what your social media opinion might imply. Unless you count Hatched to Dance, which of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Wait. What? What does that mean? Why did you think that? The whole scenario feels like a little weird and familiar to you. All these kids feel familiar to you. You learn something new about Dave and you feel like you already sort of know it. You can't place it. Maybe like, we've done this before. Despite having met Dave no less than a half an hour ago, something feels just slightly off about him. Something about his actions feels so performative in nature, like he's pantomiming in front of an audience. As Dave continues to rap, you remember that you are in front of an audience. You cast a glance over to the camera, but also to the hundreds of stuffed little creatures staring at you with their lifeless eyes. Amidst your revelations, we check back in on Dave because I'm getting paid to write this, so I should probably make with the fucking jokes already. Master of my tool in I'm the ace. Hardware. Got more hose than a gardener. Yard care. Nice. The chaotic and surreal energy of this scene sends a shock of nervous energy down your spine. You feel alarmingly nude without the comfort and familiar warmth of your sweater. There's something about it that grounded you. Something that felt like home. Like maybe Alternia. What? Dave concludes his masterpiece with an elaborate series of yeahs and uhs. Yeah, like that. Just as you see the camera turn away from him ever so slightly to focus on something else before retreating back into the ice dispenser. It almost makes it look a little bashful. That's kind of adorable, actually. It's not like I like you or anything, baka. Yes, I do that as a joke every once in a while. Despite the fanfic you've written in your head about a cool kid and his new best robot friend, the reality of the situation sets in. You have yet to make friends with this character, and it all has kind of felt surreal and weird to you. Maybe it's time to zap back and hard reset this continuity to try again. What does that mean? Feels like I'm missing an important part of the puzzle here. Did you read or hear that? How does this work exactly? Sometimes you just narrate what you're thinking. Okay, that's good. I like that. Kind of a baller move. Why has nobody called you out on this before now? That's what I'm wondering. You put your hand on the counter to stabilize yourself, and your fingers brush up against something. A polo shirt, I'm guessing. Just barely poking from beneath a pile of discount plush nobodies is a neatly retail folded shirt. Wear a shirt or don't wear a shirt? If you'll excuse me so I can see how long I've been recording. Okay, you know what? I don't know what the good answer or bad answer is, but we're gonna wear the shirt. Obviously, you're gonna put the shirt on. You don't want to be the only one not wearing a cool shirt. Says the guy actually wearing a plain green shirt today. Anyway, do you need some privacy? I'm not sure where one layer of you ends and the other begins. Doubt the audience cares. What? Okay, Dave, are you breaking the fourth wall? Because technically that's my job in this case. Oh, you guess being on camera like this is kind of fucking whack, you say. So pointedly, your sprite even shows up on screen for a second. Yeah, that's right. We went all out for this one. Oh boy, breaking the fourth wall. I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. Yeah, excuse me. You were wondering if there was a place here that wasn't under constant surveillance, like how does this kid take a shit in peace? You know, everyone's thinking it. Actually, yeah, a lot of people are thinking that, especially the ones who just read Homestuck before playing this. Dope line of questioning that I'm sure the public at large is eager to know the answer to, but my room isn't wired up, no. About to get you fired up, though. Multiplying with maybe not this second. Alright, damn. You accompany Dave down the hallway to his room. You hear the shower as you pass the bathroom, and you peek in to see your hoodie and nice gown on the tile being uselessly wetted by a low-pressure stream. You're welcome, by the way. Dave motions you to go in first, giving you the privacy you need to change into an extremely starched polo shirt and nothing else. This collar will not go down. It's going to be a popped up collar and it's going to be, yeah. This is also absolutely what someone in 2009 would think is fresh as hell. Yeah, playing this game in 2019, 10 years ago. Wow. Huh. I'm sorry, I kind of got lost at some of the pictures in here. Because we have, let's see if my mouse will actually show up. Hopefully you guys can see my mouse here. But we have pictures and whatnot that aren't necessarily important. But we have kind of a neat little Easter egg, is we have the felt right here on this wall. Crowbar, I think is his name. I think that's, Clover. I think that might be Deuce, and that's Itchy, and then we have the big guy. I think Brick, but I'm not sure about the name. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments if you can. I really do not mind that in this case. But then we have Sawtooth and Square Wave on here. Those I'm pretty sure of. And then that's nothing important, but we have the Ben Stiller picture right here that was actually talked about in the comic, which is kind of cool, but it's in the style of the game, which is actually pretty cool too. I'm sorry, I just wanted to go on that little tangent. Anyway, you look around the room for a bit. There's so many things in here. This would be a 13-year-old's wet dream, but to you, it just seems a little much. It feels like this is a bunch of things someone thinks they should like. But, of course, we think that Dave is probably closeted gay, but, well. Another little tangent. There's the games right there. The game to Spurb itself, right there. Oh, and then there's a Game Bro back here. But, sorry. I like actually seeing those, though, now. I didn't do this with John, but kind of because it mentioned the posters and whatnot. But in here, we have different posters that aren't mentioned, so... Like a fan art reflected that you've put on the shirt at this point. There isn't a mirror in here, but you can tell that this is someone out there. There's the idea of, oh, look. The door opens and Dave is standing there, but not walking in. He leans up against the door frame, sipping a juice. Where'd he get a juice? What the fuck? Hallway juice, my guy. Hallway juice. What? You don't keep foodstuff stashed in your house? What do you do when you get hungry? No, that's not it. You mean you usually just keep it in the fridge or whatever? Too obvious. Somebody help this useless clown. You assured Dave that you have met many clowns in your day, and only some of them were useless. Name one. You can't. Why did you say that? Clowns are awful. Everybody knows that. Honestly, I kind of like clowns in the circus, but whatever. Anyway, guess he's got you there. You know, despite the overwhelming plush decor of the rest of the house, there is a distinct lack of puppets in here. That's more my bros thing. Not that they aren't deliriously sick. Just a whole hospital ward full of the illest children you've ever seen. Each one more up to pup than the last. Up to pup? Yeah, pup. Like puppets. You're gonna be honest. It doesn't really seem like his heart's in it. How do you mean? Well, it's just that he doesn't really seem to be all that into puppets. Feels a little performative. Well, I guess I got my own stuff I'm into. Like, if I were to rank it 1 to 10, I'd say puppets are probably a solid 7. Silodex spits out puppet. Or something. You got this kid on the ropes. Just one more push. In fact, you'll even go as far as to say the puppet thing sort of sucks. It is extremely weird. The cameras, the hiding things like an animal, it all seems a little, you know, whack. For a while he just seems to look at you, almost as if he's sizing you up. Maybe it's because you're still narrating yourself. There's a long stretch where Dave doesn't break eye contact with you as he finishes his cute little juice and crumples it up. He takes an ambitious shot at the trash can and misses by about 7.5 feet. Damn, I could have sworn I had game. You're throwing me off, mailman. Yes, that's correct. You are a faithful employee of the Postal Service. I mean, I definitely believe you, but let's say I didn't. Let's say I had a cool friend who, even though you're too cool to care about details like this, they were a little skeptical of this whole situation. Maybe they'd want some proof you were who you say you were before they let you get any closer to their friends. Just throwing that hypothetical out there. What proof could he possibly need? Say the oath. What? The oath. The mail oath. Look. The thing about that is, I mean, unless you aren't really a mailman. Behind his sunglasses, Dave's eyes shift over so slightly to what you might describe as a less intimidating, harrowing situation as a moderately priced look mall katana mounted on his wall. You realize that maybe now isn't the best time to come clean about your implicated ruse. You can't believe you have managed to put yourself in mortal peril yet again. You wordlessly chuckle and shake your head. Oh, the situations you get yourself into, haha. Dave, now privy to your private thoughts for once, looks on. Why, of course you can recite the mailman oath. You say with a confidence that is as misplaced as it is unfounded. You perk up, now is your time to shine. Maybe it's the popped collar, but you are feeling good about this one. You got this. You've lied to tons of kids. One more and it will be smooth sailing from here on out. If we're going to cart count, I really doubt that. You open your mouth and there's a brief moment where everything feels like it is going to be okay. You immediately start sobbing and crumple into a disgusting mess on the floor. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Wow, okay. Jesus Christ. You're not, mailman, you never were, you don't have real mailman. Oh, And Friday, how much that cost? It sounds like I'm like actually crying, but I'm laughing because of that. Oh my God. Jesus, just okay. It's gonna be alright there. Dave squats down next to your deflated body and pats you a little awkwardly on what he assumes is your shoulder. You say you're sorry you tricked him and just wanted to impress him because John said he was cool. It's fun, I guess. Fuck, dude. Get a hold of yourself. He tries to get up, but you are desperately clinging to his shirt. Confessing everything. Confessing to made-up crimes you didn't even commit. Look. My guy. We all make mistakes. Please stop whatever this is. I'm pretty sure you are harmless. And I don't think you actually killed anyone with your ass or were ever an accessory to burning down an alien mall or whatever insane shit you just said. Yeah, you kind of got caught up in the moment and just started saying made-up shit. You ask Dave if he's mad at you. Nah, dude. Get up. Dave helps you back up onto your feet. You come clean in an only slightly more controlled and dignified way this time. You explain how there are these huge gaps in your memory and that you somehow ended up with these abilities that let you traverse space, time, and sometimes even reality itself. And that's probably how the next thing will go. Dave doesn't say much for a change, and it doesn't seem like he's listening at first, but you think maybe he's just has one of those faces. Let me get this straight. One day you just appeared in a suburb. No memories except that you have some mysterious teleportation powers. You dig through some unsuspecting chump's mail looking for clues. And through some ridiculous universal happenstance you just Okay, something happened in my little studio here. Sorry. And through some ridiculous universal happenstance, you just so happen to stumble upon the most gullible fucking dork in the universe. Befriend him. Also, I'm there via text. Egbert gives you a list of friends to visit. Out of all the choices available to you, myself included, and you go see Rose first. Rose fucking Lalonde? Even though we built up such a good rapport when I told John you weren't a real mailman? Called it, by the way. Your first instinct is to visit the most heavy-handed of all of us for some light kinship. A power move, I guess. Mailman out here waving, dashing for friendship. Can't even spare a neutral for an old Strider, huh? Won't even back into a corner and spasm your range attack for the D-man. Is that like a D&D reference? A tragedy in 2 acts. Both acts are titled Betrayal. You definitely understand what is being said and absolutely don't have to ask your friends what some cool video game words are. You are 100% sure, or you're 100% not pulling the boldest "how do you fellow kids" the world has ever seen. Besides, is that really the thing to be focusing on right now? You fucking wound me, mailman. Of course it is. Nothing is more important to me than this. Yeah. They say that most humans only use 10% of their brain. That's because I'm using 90% of it to think. How dare you? So anyway, you can really go anywhere. See anybody you want. Sounds nice. For all about a moment, the act drops and you see the corner of his mouth tighten a little. The fading afternoon light filters through his sunglasses at just enough of an angle to see his eyes shift over so slightly towards the window. These subtle movements would surely be lost on most, if you weren't so focused on trying to read him, or even just slightly further away, you may have missed it yourself. There was almost a loneliness in his voice. It must be hard to live here by yourself, so far away from the people who care about you. It's possible that you have been so focused on trying to blindly make friends that you've forgotten that in front of you is a real living person. You can't help but wonder if there's something you can do. You said you can take people with you, right? Like if you could teleport John around? Would that work with anybody? This is it. The path to this kid's heart is clear as day. Fuck what you said just now. The friendship juice is so close you can practically fucking taste it. You try not to look excited, affecting Dave's cool persona as you say, fuck yeah, you can take people with you. You scope out your fingernails because for some reason that is the way you do what you do when you act cool. Yeah. This works to the fullest extent it can coming from someone who not but 7 minutes and 32 seconds earlier was rolling around on the floor, damp with their own tears. Did he have some place in mind? Yeah. I mean, I got some ideas I could bounce off you, I guess. How do you feel about... Shh. With a swift finger to his mouth, you cut him off. He doesn't seem to like that very much, but you still consider it a successful maneuver. There's no need for words between friends. You know just where he wants to go. Just think really hard about it. Think about where you want to be, Dave. Think about what it is important to you. Think about what you really want. It will be more magical than this, or magical this way. Friendship is magic after all. You just made that up right now. Don't look it up. I know the reference there. Damn, guess that's true. He closes his eyes, and you put a hand on his shoulder. This is it. Putting your trust in the magic of friendship, you focus this power externally as much as you are able. Flashes of distant but somehow familiar imagery course through you. The quiet stillness of the suburbs, the smell of the forest, the heat of the apartment roof, the ocean breeze. As it's only like shifting through 4 different pictures. You extend it outwards as much as you're able to. This is his rodeo. You are merely the vehicle? What the fuck? Oh, fuck yes. The two of you stand near a sign that says, "Please wait to be seated." A very cheery hostess has a brief exchange with Dave and ushers the two of you to an open table. Oh hell fucking yes. Oh, there's no mistaking it. About to get my motherfucking breadstick on. This is absolutely an Olive Garden. Oh, I've heard about this ending in Olive Garden and whatnot, but to actually witness it myself. Okay. Whew. Fuck yeah, it is. When you're here, you're family, dog. While you're still new to this, you can't really seem to detect any irony in his voice. You thought for sure he'd want to go see his friends. You thought you had him figured out. First and last mistake, mailman. But you'll learn. I'm a mystery. got that history. Fucked with the plot. My flow so hot they leave you looking blistery. Radically ambiguous. My rhymes continuous. At my OG. At the OG with my homie here with breadsticks are. Or contagious was earlier and then continuous. I can't rap, like I said. You know what the you know what? Fuck. You know what? Fuck it. You just let him go for a while. You don't even know if the last one rhymed, but fuck it if you aren't charmed by this little bastard. You lean back in your chair and just absorb it all, sitting in the worst restaurant imaginable with your new rapping teen friend while the other patrons do their best to ignore his incredible rhymes. After a short while, Dave abruptly stops freestyling and you open your eyes. Oh fuck, you know what time it is? No, your sprite doesn't have to watch drawn on it. Your sprite doesn't have a watch drawn on it. Okay, haha. It's breadstick 30. No watch necessary. Fuck me, I love breadsticks. I never talked about it. I never talk about it. This is a very real and hidden character trait that nobody knows about me. Well, that sounds like a very real and hidden character trait that nobody knew about him. And we are certainly not finding this out now because of a series of seemingly unrelated events that possibly changed the continuity of this universe, allowing these sort of otherwise narratively unimportant traits to shine through. Wow, he is really going to town on those breadsticks. Maybe this is all friendship needs to be, spending some quality FaceTime with a solid bro and just absolutely decimating some bottomless breadsticks at a bad chain Italian restaurant. Honestly, I like the chicken Alfredo there. It has some memories for me. Like, some, like, good memories for me, so... But, still, maybe the real reason there is friendship doesn't have to be a grand gesture or high adventure. Maybe the real friends... I understand you are having a moment, but I am absolutely going to eat your breadsticks if you don't stop talking about that friendship, what friendship means to you. Haha, yeah, man, whatever you want. Get that bread, son. Oh. And I like how they're tearing up because of breadsticks. Oh, this game. Oh. Okay, well, that's the end of this episode. If you want to see more, please like and subscribe. And ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of my content. I really can't say much of anything else to this, so I will see you Thursday.